Okay, so I just want to show you a couple of techniques using adjustments and blend modes. And these work really well on textures like rock, wood, and sand. So we've got a raw image here. And typically the first step to make sure this goes successfully is to take off the tone curve using the Develop Assistant, so you've got a flat image. Then I'll typically just reduce the highlights as well, and then bring the brightness up a tad, just to push the mid-range of the image up. Okay, so once you've got your typically flat image, what we'll do is go in, add a recolor adjustment, and we'll go for a sort of an orange hue, and just take the saturation down slightly. But here's the key step, which is to change the blend mode to reflect, like so. Then we'll just bring the saturation down slightly. And even as a starting point, I mean, if we have a look at what that has done to this texture, it's really brought some of the detail out. If we just uncheck it here, then enable it again, we've got so many rich tones coming through in this image now. So that's a starter example. Let's have a look at another image. Okay, so in this image we already have two separate curves adjustments that just add a bit of punch and contrast to this image. So underneath those, we'll add our recolor adjustment, and once again we'll go for that orange hue. And this time we'll change the blend mode not to reflect but to glow, which looks incredibly strong at the moment. So this time we'll experiment with the opacity and then go in and tweak the saturation. Okay, so we can also drastically alter the mood of a scene. I mean, if we uncheck this and look at it before, it's a very cold, blue, drab scene. Now it could almost be a golden sunset. So finally then, let's look at using another adjustment instead. And this time we'll go in and add a black and white adjustment. But crucially, before we do anything else, I'm actually going to just get the paintbrush tool, reduce the hardness, and just paint out the sky. So I'm excluding the sky area from this adjustment layer, like so. Okay, so then we can go ahead and experiment with these two blend modes. So we've got reflect here, which gives us a more colourful result, or we've got glow, which makes the landscape look more barren and apocalyptic. So we'll stick with glow for now. And the great thing about the black and white adjustment is you can use the colour sliders to adjust the intensity of the individual channels, like so. So you can really alter the tonal makeup of the image, like so. And again, it's really brought out some of the tones and textures, especially in the foreground. So there we go, just a couple of examples of how you can use the glow and reflect blend modes. Experimentation is a good idea, as results do vary from image to image, but you should get strong results with textures like stone, wood, and of course, landscapes. If you have any questions or queries, please ask on the official Affinity forums. Thank you for watching.